नमस्कार. सध्या पणजेन सेरेंडिपिटी आर्ट फेस्टिवल सुरू असा आणि हे आर्ट फेस्टिवल जेन्नाच्यान सुरू जाला तेन्नाच्यान या फेस्टिवलाचे ग्लिम्सीस आमी तुमच्या मुखार दवरल्यात. विविध आर्टिस्ट तांची कला आमी तुमच्या मुखार या कार्यावळींतल्यान दवरल्या. आयजूय आमी काही आर्टिस्टांकडे भासाभास करतली, तांची जर्नी, त्यांच्या कलेविषयी आमी जाणून घेतली. चला तर पळोवयात.
Hello, I'm Hansel Vaz from South Goa, and I came to talk at the Serendipity about Feni. What was interesting, we conducted a workshop. It was houseful. 50 people turned up. Some people had never tasted Feni. A lot of people liked Feni. Some people didn't know about Feni. And we did a very interesting educational piece on how to drink Feni and what is the culture of Feni.
तुमचा ब्रँड जावन आसा काजुलो, त्याबद्दल कितें सांग?
म्हजो ब्रँड काजुलो आणि आमी वी टेक आउट 3 brands, 3 expressions. One is काजू, दुसरी माड आणि तिसरी very interesting is दुक्षिरी. What we decided to do is we didn't talk about a brand because I'm not doing brand promotion. I'm talking about the 3 cultures of Feni. It was very interesting because लोकांक बरें लागलें.
तुमकां ह्याच फेणी टॉपिक घेवन हांगा येवपाचें कशें कित्याक?
आता कितें we're doing serendipity कितले वर्सान, but what is interesting, first time they actually called people from the industry. I'm from the Feni Association. I'm also Nis Goenkar. They called someone to say, let's promote Feni, let's talk about Feni. I always say Make in India should not be a slogan. I mean, we have to actually believe it, we have to push it. And this is one of the first times we're getting a good platform to showcase Feni to the world, to all over India, and talk about its beauty of the spirit.
फेणीबद्दल सम मिथ्स असता, मीन्स समज गैरसमज म्हणटा, सो ताचेर तुमी कितें सांगता?
So खुबशे मिथ्स आसता. लोक कितें म्हणटा, some people believe it, some people don't believe it. The main thing what we have to do, we have to tell the truth. These myths, we say this shusha, as they say, smokes and mirrors, it doesn't work with us. It actually damages the industry. Some people say you drink urak and you don't ride a motorcycle. You drink Feni, you start smelling of Feni. That is all myths. That is why workshops like this is very important. खूपशे important आसा कित्याक we will actually tell you the proper story. We will actually dispel all the misunderstanding that you have, and you leave with a greater understanding and love for the spirit.
आम्ही आतापर्यंत जाणा असली ओनली कॅशू फेणी. सो तुम्ही आता वर्कशॉपान सांगले देर आर 26 टायप्स ऑफ फेणीज. सो त्याच्याबद्दल कितें सांग?
Yeah, so I'm a geologist. I studied in Goa University, and the one thing I learned from my college is that you have to do, my teachers, was you have to do research properly. So you have to do things properly. Don't read what you read on the internet. खरे वचून find out. And through my research, I found 26 Fenis. 23 are coconut based, about 2-3 are Kaju based. But it's very interesting that the Feni should not be looked as only Kaju Feni. We got GI only for Kaju Feni, but we need to apply for GI for coconut Feni and all this because it's a huge culture. And what is the most important? This culture talks about us. For 3 centuries, we didn't waste time making one Feni. We created a whole bouquet, and that is what is interesting.
जशी आमी जाणा कॅजू फेणी ही एकूच आमी जाणा, त्या खातीर आमकां दिसता की गोंयान कॅजू फेणी इज द ओनली वन एंड इज द फर्स्ट. पण तुम्ही सांगले की कोकोनट फेणी इज ओरिजिनल. सो ताचेर कितें?
So this is very interesting. लोकांक दिसता कितें आमी we drink Kaju इतले पिता आमी, we make so much. See, Kaju is like a Christmas for Goa. The फूल येता, then the flower fruits come out, nice yellow, orange. It looks like a Christmas tree, and everyone is preparing for it. Everyone is getting the party ready and everything. So Kaju captivates everyone's imagination. And magir urak, we want to drink urak, we like the Feni. So what you must realize, the flavor of Kaju is so interesting that everyone likes it. But the sad part is that coconut Feni, which is a much older culture, is almost 450 years old, that we know of, recorded, could be there before as well. We have forgotten that spirit. There is very little interest in trying to revive this industry, and that is why this is very important. When you do educational session and you start getting people to taste it in the industry, आमी म्हणटा liquid on the lips. You taste it, मागीर तुका कळटा कितें आसा, why is it so good.
आता तुम्ही हांगा जे एज्युकेशनल सेशन घेतले फेणीचे, इट वॉज फर्स्ट, तुम्ही ह्याच्या पयलीं खंय घेतला सेशन?
आता कितले हांव आय स्टार्टेड द ब्रँड 10 years ago. I started Kazulo 10 years ago. पूण आता for the last 4 years I have dedicated an open space called Fazenda Kazulo. खंय आमी we conduct tours and we conduct these sessions every day. We do a session every day. केन्ना केन्ना 2 लोक येता, केन्ना केन्ना 15 लोक येता. We don't care. We will do it whether one person comes also. कित्याक our main objective, so Kazulo is making money through selling the product, but we're also putting another dimension where we're spending money on educating about Feni, where one can come and learn about Feni, just like if you go to France, you can learn about champagne, or you can go to Scotland to learn about whiskey. Goa needs a place to showcase Feni, and that's what we have started on our own.
आणि सेरेंडिपिटीन हे फर्स्ट एज्युकेशनल सेशन झाला फेणीचेर याच्या पयलीं जाला
This is the first time they've actually done Feni. So it's very interesting. So many years they've done it. First time we've done Feni, and they were very interesting. They're giving us a second session where I'm talking about the future of Feni, and we're going to reveal about the techniques of aging Feni.
सो आता हे फेणीच्या एज्युकेशनल सेशनाचे उलोवपाचें जाल्यार वॉट आर युअर फ्युचर प्लॅन
So see, the future plan is to take Feni overseas. We need to take Feni overseas and talk about it as a high-end product, not as a commodity. The problem is आमी ते आतां बंद करूंक जाय that we are selling Feni for 150 रुपये 200 रुपये ते सगळें बंद करूंक जाय. We need to raise the price, and the main thing is we have to support our farmers. If we are able to take Feni overseas, get a better price, our farmers will earn money, and if our farmers can earn money, the children will stay back and build their own family business.
अँड लास्ट बट नॉट द लिस्ट सेरेंडिपिटी फेस्टिवलाबद्दल तुम्ही कितें सांग
Serendipity, I think, is one of the greatest gifts Goa has. It's one of the best art festivals in the world, and I believe Panjim is so lucky. I'm from Margaon. I always think, Arey Baba, this should have been in Margaon, because the kind of people who come. See, a festival has to pull in people. You get good quality people, spending people, educated people coming, and this will only raise the culture of Goa.
थँक्यू सर
Thank you.
My name is Siddharth Savkur. I'm the CEO of Kamakshi Group, and Fierce Kitchens is one of our offerings to the F&B community.
सेरेंडिपिटी में आपने पहली बार स्टॉल है आपका या इससे पहले आपने ट्राई किया
No, this is our first time.
और एग्जैक्टली ये कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है
So Fierce Kitchens is an incubator. We support ideas in the F&B segment. So whether you're a home cook who wants to ramp up, or you have a product that you want to sell, like the ladies doing pickles and chutneys, we support them. So in Serendipity, we are showcasing some of these home cooks and entrepreneurs, and also culinary students who are studying to be chefs.
अभी आपके इस स्टॉल में कितने होम कुक्स हैं
Over Serendipity Arts Festival, we are totally showcasing 4 home cooks and then our culinary students from our culinary college.
कोई स्पेशलिटी मीन्स स्पेशल डिशेस हैं या फिर क्या
So जो 4 home cook हैं, in among them they are all showcasing dishes that of regions that they are from, or dishes that they are specializing in. For example, first 3 days we had a lady doing all Goan Catholic snacks, because in Serendipity you have a lot of visitors from outside Goa. Then today we have 3 home cooks. One of them is doing dishes from North India, vegetarian snacks from North India. So dishes like Moradabadi dal chaat, kachori chaat, etc. Then we have another lady doing a tribute to mutton. So she's showcasing mutton dishes from different parts of the country. Champaran mutton, lal mas, including a mutton pickle. And then of course we have a lady here who's showcasing her and her mother-in-law's business, which is pickles and chutneys that they make at home.
सो पहली बार आपने इस सेरेंडिपिटी में पार्ट लिया है, तो आपका फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस और ओवरऑल सेरेंडिपिटी फेस्टिवल के बारे में बोलना चाहोगे तो क्या बताओ
हमारा एक्सपीरियंस जो है इट हैज़ बिन वेरी गुड, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टू सी द मिक्स ऑफ पीपल दैट कम हियर. देयर इज़ अ लॉट ऑफ क्यूरियोसिटी अबाउट फूड नाउअडेज. सो people are appreciating that while everyone else has a restaurant or a hotel business, these are home cooks who are putting their food out. So that's very interesting. The dishes are quite unusual, and from our point of view as an incubator, we want to support home cooks to develop confidence. We want to support our students to develop their confidence, and this platform has been excellent in terms of giving them that exposure, how to set up a stall, how to talk to customers, how to promote and project their dishes. So that's been very interesting for us.
और फ्यूचर प्लान्स और होम कुक्स के लिए मैसेज क्या देना चाहेंगे
आज की तारीख में anyone with a passion for food is respected in the community. You know, there's a lot of home cooks who want to take their specialities and make it available to public. At Fierce Kitchens, we are committed to anyone that wants to become an entrepreneur and wants to grow their business. We want to be able to offer that platform. We've already supported about 25-30 entrepreneurs over the last couple of years, and we hope to see many more coming and you know, making their dreams become true.
हाय मेरा नाम सिद्धांत शाह है, मैं बॉम्बे से हूँ। आई एम वन ऑफ द क्यूरेटर्स एट द सेरेंडिपिटी आर्ट्स फेस्टिवल और मेरा काम ये है कि ये देखना कि किस तरीके से सेरेंडिपिटी आर्ट्स फेस्टिवल और समावेशी बन सकता है और इंक्लूसिव बन सकता है सब लोगों के लिए। हमारा मेन काम है जो ये प्रोग्राम जो आप जगह देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, इस जगह का नाम है सेंसस एट सेरेंडिपिटी, with the core aim of making the festival accessible for persons with disabilities, children, young adults, youth with diverse abilities. If somebody is blind, if somebody is on a wheelchair, various different disabilities can also participate in the festival. The core idea throughout has been, since the first year of Serendipity, that we make it accessible. Not only make the space accessible, खाली जगह भी नहीं, but अगर कोई नेत्र बाधित है जो गैलरी में भी आता है तो वहाँ पे स्पर्शनीय तस्वीरें हैं जिसे हम टैक्टाइल पेंटिंग्स कहते हैं, उसके साथ में ब्रेल में इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल है ताकि वो पढ़ सके, जान सके इसके बारे में। ऐसे कई सारी अलग अलग चीज़ें यहाँ पे अवेलेबल है। साथ ही साथ हम वर्कशॉप्स भी कंडक्ट करते हैं जहाँ बच्चों के लिए जो स्पेशल नीड्स स्कूल से आते हैं, और अदरवाइज ऑल्सो देयर आर ओपन वर्कशॉप्स फॉर वेरियस डिफरेंट एज ग्रुप्स। हमारे पास यहाँ पे 3 साल से लेके 80 साल के लोग आते हैं, सब अलग अलग तरीके से अपने आप को यहाँ पे व्यक्त कर सकते हैं। थोड़े वर्कशॉप्स है जो मेंटल जर्नलिंग के ऊपर है, जो हम अलग अलग लोगों के साथ में भी कोलैबोरेट करते हैं। सेंसरी एलिमेंट्स है यहाँ पर, हर चीज़ को लेके एक समावेशी माहौल बनाने का ट्राई किया गया है। हर साल हम करते हैं। पहले साल में हम पूरे फेस्टिवल में 40 लोग आए थे जो विकलांग थे, अलग अलग उसमें से थे। बट इस बार हर दिन सुबह हम लोग को करीबन 30 से 40 बच्चे आते हैं। उसके बाद थ्रू आउट द डे वी गेट डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स कमिंग इन। ऑल्सो द सोसाइटी in Goa now has started realizing that this space is accessible, so they bring in more and more people. On that level, we also try and create more workshops that focus on the requirements of the hour. We are also looking at workshops that focus on mental health, well-being. ऐसे workshops भी हैं जहाँ पे न्यूरोटिपिकल और न्यूरोडाइवर्स बच्चों को साथ में हम लेके आते हैं, so that they also learn from each other. And और ऐसा हम आगे बढ़ना चाहेंगे और फेस्टिवल को एक्सेसिबल करना चाहेंगे। थैंक यू।
आप पहली बार आए हो सेरेंडिपिटी में?
नहीं, हम सेरेंडिपिटी में पहले साल से 2016 से ये किया जा रहा है, बट लास्ट 2 साल से एक ऐसा बड़े लेवल पे ये कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज नाउ इवन द कम्युनिटी हैज़ नोन अस, ये वो भी हमको जानने लगे, तो एक दोनों साइड से रैपो बन गया है। इसके लिए एक ये स्पेस जो अब लास्ट 2 साल से हम यहाँ पे करते आ रहे हैं।
सो आपका एक्सपीरियंस बहुत वास्ट होगा, 2016 से आप यहाँ पे हैं, तो ये पूरा एक्सपीरियंस जमा करके बोलना चाहोगे तो क्या बताओगे इस फेस्टिवल के बारे में?
आई थिंक ये एक ऐसा फेस्टिवल है, और मैं ये जो लाइन है ये किसी से मैं चुरा रहा हूँ, वो इधर ही बैठे हैं, उनका नाम है दिव्या, वो GIM में है, जो कहते हैं कि एक आर्ट पिलग्रिमेज है। आई थिंक इट इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, और हर साल मैंने कई सारे लोगों को देखा है कि ये फेस्टिवल के इर्द गिर्द वो अपना कैलेंडर घुमाते, वो अपने घर वालों के शादी अभी डेट्स चेंज करवा देते हैं। तो ये उस लेवल का आई थिंक इम्पैक्ट है लोगों के लिए, और हमारे लिए खासकर ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, बिकॉज ये पहला इंडिया का पहला फेस्टिवल है जिसने डिसेबिलिटी, एक्सेसिबिलिटी, इंक्लूजन को डे 1 से ध्यान में रख के काम किया है। कई सारी जगहों पे ये होता है, बट वो बाद में कुछ होने के बाद 1-2 चीज़ें कर देते, बट हर साल किस तरीके से इस फेस्टिवल को और एक्सेसिबल किया जाए। मुंजाल सर है जो पूरा सेरेंडिपिटी आर्ट्स फेस्टिवल का टीम है, हर साल इस पे बहुत ध्यान दे के हर एक एलिमेंट्स को नज़र में रख के इस पे काम करते हैं। सो आई थिंक वी आर रियली प्राउड टू बी एसोसिएटेड विद दैट एंड बी पार्ट ऑफ दिस फेस्टिवल दैट इज़ विजनरी एंड ब्रिंग्स ग्लोबल आर्ट टू लोकल फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस।
हाय, माझं नाव मुक्ता आणि मी गेले 1 वर्ष सिद्धांत शहा जे ह्याचे क्युरेटर आहेत ॲक्सेस फॉर ऑलचे, त्यांच्यासोबत गेले 1 वर्ष काम करते आहे. माझी जी जर्नी सुरू झाली ती खरं तर खूप छान होती. मी एका पुण्यामधल्या म्युझिक कॉन्सर्टसाठी गेले होते, पहिल्यांदाच गेले होते आणि तिथे मला नव्याने हे सगळं कळलं की हे अशा लोकांसोबत काम करतात की ज्यांना दिसत नाही, ज्यांना ऐकायला येत नाही किंवा ज्यांना काहीतरी न्यूरोडायव्हर्स प्रॉब्लेम आहे, अशा लोकांसोबत ते काम करतात आणि ते बघून इतकं छान वाटलं की आपण इतकं नॉर्मल जीवन जगतो पण तसं त्यांना जगता येत नाही. त्याच्यामुळे तो एक खूप छान एक्सपिरियन्स होता आणि तो एक स्टार्टिंग पॉईंट होता की मलाही असं कुठेतरी वाटलं की ह्यांच्यासोबत पण आपण काम सुरू केलं पाहिजे. आणि नंतर आम्ही बरेच पुढचे इव्हेंट्स केले, जसं की इंडिया आर्ट फेअर असेल, सेरेंडिपिटीत मी पहिल्यांदा येते आणि ही जर्नी खरंच खूप अफाट होती, खूप छान होती. वेगवेगळ्या गोष्टी शिकायला मिळाल्या. इथे वेगवेगळे सेन्सेशन प्रोग्राम्स होतात की जे नॉर्मल लोक आहेत त्यांच्यासाठी आम्ही वेगवेगळे वर्कशॉप्स अरेंज करतो की जसं ब्लाइंड फोल्ड वर्कशॉप आहे की डोळ्यावर पट्टी बांधून काही तुम्हाला क्लेमेशन करायला सांगतात की त्यांना कसं वाटत असेल की ज्यांना दिसत नाही, तर तसे काही वेगवेगळे सेन्सेशन प्रोग्राम इथे घेतले जातात आणि खूप छान जर्नी आहे. आणि तुम्हीसुद्धा अशा काही फेस्टिवल्सला, अशा काही म्युझिक कॉन्सर्ट्सला नक्कीच जॉईन होऊ शकता.
Traditional, very wholesome Goan sweet, very vastly prepared, but the significance of this is on a harvest day, where the landlord used to make a lot of this gorche and then it used to go to all the neighbors and people around. It is also had as an evening tea snack, which we call as the meren. And the other thing which goes about with this is whenever the landlord, it's the story, whenever the landlord wanted some prayers, like he couldn't do it by himself, he would always request some elderly people to pray for him. And that time a plate of this atol or the gorche would go to those people's house in a way of saying thanks for praying for me.
Hi, my name is Thomas Zacharias and I'm the chef and founder of the Locavore. The Locavore is a food platform that's trying to bring about change in the Indian food system and trying to bring local foods and sustainability to the forefront in India. And the way we do that is through storytelling, through social media, through events, travel experiences, partnerships and collaborations, and social impact projects. We're very excited that the Locavore and I are the curators for culinary arts and food at Serendipity Arts Festival this year in 2023. And our theme for our curation this year is doing good through food, which is also the motto of the Locavore. By doing good through food, we mean that by just changing people's perceptions, introducing people to new ideas, educating them, bringing them awareness, and nudging them to make small choices and change their behavior, we can actually impact change across different communities. We have many different elements of our curation at Serendipity this year. There is a Longing for Home food booth where we've documented audio recipes from around the country. We have a zine making workshop as well as a food zine library. We have a Doing Good Through Food walkthrough challenge where there's different ways of introducing people to issues within the food system. We have the Know Your Desi Vegetable Kitchen or the KYDV Kitchen where every 2 hours, 2.5 hours, we are showcasing a different local vegetable, introducing people to the different facts around it and giving them a chance to not just interact with the vegetable but also taste the vegetable in different forms, both innovative and traditional. We also have something called Paint with Food, which is what you see in the paintings behind me, where we're trying to get kids and adults to think about the life cycle of local vegetables from sowing all the way till harvest and imagining and putting themselves in the shoes of the vegetable and thinking about that journey through artwork. We also have the Locavore Shuffle, where we get people from different walks of life who are attending the festival to interact with each other through prompts and questions, and it's almost like a speed dating round where they switch from one person to the other every 5 minutes. And at the art park, we have a project called The Village, where we've got Goan communities from all over Goa who've come together to showcase their food, their culture, their cuisine heritage through a community kitchen. So we have communities like the Goan Muslims, the Saraswat Brahmins, the Goan Catholics, the Goan Portuguese, the Garde Brahmins, tribals from the village community, all inhabiting the same space and sharing the same space, and showcasing food that you will never find in restaurants in Goa and that people in Goa don't really know about. We also have some really special food feature films and short films that are being showcased by an organization called SPS Community Media, which has documented food films that are created by locals and trained filmmakers within those villages about sociological and food related issues within that region. And finally, we have the food lab, which is where we have every day about 5 to 6 workshops from different kinds of experts, whether it's chefs, cheesemakers, restaurateurs, bartenders, culinary historians, cookbook authors, all showcasing their knowledge, their heritage through the idea of doing good through food. So through our entire curation, we're exploring a few sub-themes like agroecology, food memories, food heritage, local communities, zero waste, all through different elements of our curation. What is really special and what just got over is the workshop by the Goan Kitchen, that is Cressy Baptista and Oliver Fernandez, and they did a workshop on traditional Goan food that is not being showcased or not being consumed or not being cooked anymore. So they did a couple of recipes which are really unique, which I'm sure everyone who attended really loved. But I've had the pleasure of working them and knowing about them for the last 4 years, and the work they're doing to constantly push the boundaries, but engaging local women from the communities around them to get involved and promoting traditional Goan food and the diversity of Goan food through their work. And I wanted to bring that to the festival and showcase their work, but also the food and the idea of opening yourselves up to the idea of Goan food beyond fish curry rice and sorpatel and chakuti. The response to stalls has been amazing. So even within the stalls we've curated, we did a call out on social media to say that you can apply to be a stall at Serendipity, but you have to fit into one of these themes of either food memories or food heritage, or including local vegetables, or some part of agroecology being represented. And I think everybody's really happy. All the stall owners are really happy because the response and the kind of people that have been coming and not just eating but also learning about these brands has been a lot. In fact, the Locavore has a stall as well, and it's for the first time after I left being a chef 3 years ago that I'm showcasing and serving my food at the Locavore stall. And what we're doing at the Locavore stall is to showcase our partner producers, so farmers, food brands and food producers from different parts of the country who are trying to make impact through food through their work at the grassroots level. So it could be a chocolate company like Mason & Co. Chocolate that's working with locals in Auroville and sourcing from locally grown chocolate, or it could be Amra that's working with communities in Ghaziabad to make pickles and chutneys, or it could be Earth Story Farms that's showcasing Bengali ingredients and products like Nolan Good and Kasundi, or it could be Tillage that's working to source ingredients like millets from across the country. So all of these different producers are represented through our stall. And we also put together a festival cookbook which is for sale at the stall, where we've collected recipes from different parts of the curation, from workshops, from stalls, and we put together in a cookbook of 28 recipes which people can buy.
अभी हम देख रहे हैं कि फास्ट फूड का ज़माना है, तो इस ज़माने में जो हमारी ट्रेडिशनल रेसिपीज़ है, ऑथेंटिक रेसिपीज़ है, वो कितनी इम्पोर्टेंट आपको लगता है?
It's really important. So I've been traveling across India through a series called Chef on the Road for the past 10 years. And everywhere I go, I see traditional recipes being forgotten, being lost. And this is the same all over India, whether it's in Nagaland or in Goa or in Uttarakhand or in Tamil Nadu, recipes are getting lost. And with this current generation, the next 50 years, if we don't do something about it, our diversity of what we're eating is going to get smaller and smaller, and finally we'll all be eating butter chicken and palak paneer. So there's so much more to the diversity of Indian food that needs to be preserved, needs to be showcased, needs to be celebrated, and that's the journey that the Locavore is on.
अभी जाते जाते सेरेंडिपिटी फेस्टिवल के बारे में आप क्या?
So I think for me, Serendipity Arts Festival is an incredible festival which brings together curators from different disciplines like music, theatre, dance, fine arts, craft, and some really incredible creators who are at the top of their game in their own way. And the beauty is that each of the curators is given full autonomy to express their creativity and their vision through the festival, which is not something you see very often. And I love the fact that it is all in multiple venues across different spaces, and it's a tradition that keeps happening every year, and it's really like colorful and happy, and there's so many people of all ages, all walks of life coming together.
Long time ago, there was a king who had Rowan. And how many heads did he have? All right, so everyone, let's go. One. And how many heads do you have? But unlike you, Ravan had 10 heads and 10 brains. So he was super power, imagine. Maths with one brain, English with one, language with another.
My name is Prachi Singh. Yeah, I'm the programs coordinator at Think Arts, Kolkata. We're an organization based out of Kolkata. We've flown in to do a lot of the children's programming for Serendipity Arts Festival 2023. So what we're doing is we're doing workshops, screenings, drop-in activities, and all of our programming, it sort of feeds back into the festival. So what it's sort of like is that for example, if there is an installation, if there's an exhibition, where we have workshops based off of those. So what we do is we make everything that's available at Serendipity accessible to children as well, because our motto, what we do in Kolkata, is sort of providing transformative arts experiences to children as well. So that's our focus, and that's what we're doing here as well.
आप पहली बार आए हो यहाँ पे?
हाँ, हम लोग पहली बार आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे।
और पहला एक्सपीरियंस सेरेंडिपिटी फेस्टिवल के बारे में और आपका एक्सपीरियंस उसके बारे में क्या कहो?
My personal experience at Serendipity has been great. There are a lot of artists here that I was really excited to see before, and I had never gotten the chance to see because I'm pretty young, I'm 23. So this is not my first arts festival, but like my first time being at Serendipity, and it's been great. Yeah, बहुत सारी चीज़ें देखी, अभी तक बहुत मज़ा आया है.